everyone. My name is Idanis Rodriguez. I'm the commissioner for the New York City Department of Transportation. I'm here together with my team at DOT. And on behalf of Mayor Eric Adams, it's great to be here this morning to put the park back at Park Avenue. We want to redefine the iconic Park Avenue as a greener, safer, and more welcoming corridor for all New Yorkers. I also want to acknowledge Richard, who is here from the Mayor Adams administration. Thank you also for being here and helping us in many things related to the New York City Department of Transportation. We will do this by installing a wider median with new greener from 46th Street to 57th Street. This will beautify this iconic street, and our new vision of Park Avenue will host more space for pedestrians and additional capacity for seating, art, concessions, landscaping, and many other things, while providing a safer place for pedestrians when crossing the street. Working with our partners at the MTA, today we are launching an open call for design firms to help New York City to make this vision a reality. Currently, the City of New York and the MTA are undertaking a major project to repair and upgrade the Grand Central Terminal train shed, which extends from East 46th Street to 57th Street right under the avenue. We are going to take advantage of this work and coordinate with the MTA to redesign Park Avenue with a wider median with new greener and other amenities along 11 blocks. We know community engagement is important, and there will be many opportunities for public and the residents of this community to provide their feedback as we develop a design. As part of one NYC goal set for by Mayor Adams to award $60 billion to MWBE contracts by fiscal year 2030, we are seeking design services from a MWBE firm for the request for proposal. And I can tell you that DOT know how to accomplish that goal. When I took the agency, the MWBE number was 9%, and today that number is above 30%. Yeah. If your firm is interested in making this bold vision a reality, New York City DOT is issuing an RFP that will go live this morning as we are speaking right now, that will be open for 4 weeks. If your company is interested, more information is available at nyc.gov/DOT. We look forward to receiving creative and innovative ideas as we put the park back at Park Avenue. Hoy nosotros estamos aquí porque bajo el alcalde Eric Adams, el sector privado y todos nosotros estamos abriendo las oportunidades para que hoy podamos visualizar a Park Avenue, 11 bloques en este corredor, que podamos reimaginárnoslos para que en esta área puedan ampliarse más el centro de Park Avenue, poner un parque en Park Avenue, dando más espacio para los peatones, creando más espacio para los artistas que pongan la escultura. Esto es un resultado del trabajo que se hizo, que está haciendo el concejal actualmente, y que lo comenzamos bajo el concejal anterior, ahora comisionado de City Planning, Dan Garani. Y hoy nosotros invitamos a todas las instituciones que son dirigidas por mujeres o por minoría a que tomen oportunidad de lo que le estamos ofreciendo hoy y que pongan una propuesta que ellos puedan responder, que puede ir hasta $1.5 billones para ellos venir a poner ideas sobre cómo nosotros podemos reimaginarnos Park Avenue. Espacio para caminar con más seguridad, espacio para que los artistas puedan poner su escultura. So with that, now I would like to call a great leaders in the city, a great partner of this administration, Congressmember Nadler.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Thank you to Mayor Adams and DOT Commissioner Idanis Rodriguez for gathering us here today as we put the park back in Park Avenue. I applaud today's announcement of an RFP for a transformational redesign of Park Avenue that will add new public spaces in one of Manhattan's most congested corridors. These expanded medians will create new opportunities for residents and visitors alike to gather and build community. This redesign will also help promote more sustainable transit options, including City Bike, to lower emissions and limit vehicular traffic in the area. I look forward to seeing this project come to life to make Park Avenue a safer, more enjoyable place to live and visit. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressmember. Now let's hear from Assemblymember Alex Board, who also will be addressing us.
Thank you, Commissioner Rodriguez. Thank you to the mayor for bringing us together to celebrate this important milestone. You know, New York City is the greatest city in the world, but we don't rest on our laurels. We achieve that title every single day by constantly improving the city. And right now, given the opportunity to rebuild the Grand Central Station's train shed, we are not just doing the structural repairs, but instead taking a broader view of how we can improve Park Avenue for everyone in New York City. And so these improved medians will not only be expanding park access, will not only be beautifying the space, they'll be expanding where pedestrians can walk, which, of course, the pedestrians currently dodging this press conference will appreciate. And finally, they will put the park back in Park Avenue. So I'm proud to be here with the administration, with the commissioner, with our congressmember, and our great city council member fighting to improve Park Avenue for all New York City residents. Thank you.
So I had a great honor to vote on this project when Dan Garani used to be the council member, and myself also was a council member at that time. So this was one of the most important rezoning also that brought together not only the members of the council but also the private sector commitment to also to contribute for the present and future investment to reimagining this area. But you know, no doubt that the current council member Power is a great leader, not only here in this council district, but also in the whole borough of Manhattan. So it's an honor for me now to call Councilman Power to come and say a few words.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here. I'm City Council Member Keith Powers, representing this district in Midtown East, also serving as the chair of the East Midtown Governing Group, which presides over a lot of the public realm improvements here in East Midtown. And I'm happy to be standing here with so many folks that we've been working with over the last few years to discuss the Park Avenue medians and to have a new imagination about Midtown. And I want to thank my friends, my former colleague, Commissioner Rodriguez. I want to give a very big shout out to my friend, Borough Commissioner Ed Pinkar, who I think we've had, 150 conversations about this over the last few years. And, of course, to my colleagues, to Congressmember Nadler and Assemblymember Boris as well. As the commissioner mentioned, in 2017, the city took a historic measure to rezone East Midtown with a caveat that if we were going to do that, we need to make sure we also are addressing transportation and the public realm as part of that. I want to give my predecessor, Dan Garodnick, a lot of credit for that. We started to see those improvements. To put this in context, if you walk around East Midtown now, for instance, if you go to Pershing Square, if you go to 1 Vanderbilt, you will start to see new plazas and pedestrian space that is popping up around here. But we have such an obvious one that we're standing right here, right next to, here at Park Avenue. And as folks have noted, it's Park Avenue. It's meant to be a park and to be available to the public. And we decided a few years ago to start having this conversation. And I was discussing this earlier with people. This actually started, or at least became into the public consciousness with a competition that folks had to see if they could come up with the best or maybe craziest idea for what to do at the Park Avenue medians. And we saw ideas ranging from mini golf, and Ed Pinkar, I believe, has a good handicap in mini golf, to a Shark Tank, a literal Shark Tank, not the TV show, and many other ideas. But what we're standing here today to do is probably to do something a little more practical, which is to start a process by which we can reimagine the use of these medians and bring them to the public in a new way. We think Park Avenue should be a space where the future of New York City can be, including grabbing a coffee with a colleague, a friend, a future partner, or just simply enjoying the outdoor space on a beautiful day. And as we talk about office spaces in Midtown and what we need to do invest in Midtown, I think in the post-COVID world, I think this is even more relevant than it was a few years ago, because we are trying our best to make sure people are visiting Park Avenue, coming here, and the people that are coming to work have a space to enjoy. So I want to extend my deep gratitude to all the agencies, to the mayor's office, to my colleagues, to the DOT for getting here today after lots of conversation and dialogue. I think we're offering a new vision for Park Avenue that will be deeply appreciated by the folks who come walk through this block every day and live in this area. So I'm really excited as we move forward on this. And we have much more to do in Midtown, from Fifth Avenue to all the other public realm improvements. But I think this is a really exciting moment for Midtown and Park Avenue. So I want to give everybody my sincere gratitude to look forward to working with you guys on the next steps ahead. Thanks so much.
So again, thank you to everyone on the elective, and I want to acknowledge also, as council members say, the great team that we have at DOT. We Ed Pink, which is our borough commissioner, but also Nick. Everything related to landscape that is on the DOT, any piece of a sculpture that we have, go also under his portfolio, but also Angelique, who also we were able to recruit a curator from LA, who now is a director of the art department at DOT. DOT oversees 27% of the land in New York City. Our roadway, our sidewalk, our plaza, and what we are doing right now is to be sure that all New Yorkers know the great work that we do. And one of them is about reimagining the use of public space. As we're going to be, again, inviting women or minority firms to respond to this request for proposal. We are also working with the vision for Broadway. We are also working for the vision for the Fifth Avenue. We are also putting the resources to clean many median streets, such as the Grand Concourse, because we know that all New Yorkers and visitors want to see our city run cleaner and safer, which is a top priority for Mayor Eric Adams.